Are you choosing love or fear in your decision making with your PDA child? Most of the time, when parents are not able to implement changes that their child's nervous system needs, it's because they're making decisions from a place of fear, not love. Let me give you a couple examples. First, when my son was in intense nervous system burnout and he was very defiant, violent, oppositional, which was actually fight-flight behavior, I was so afraid of letting go of authority and control because society had told me that's what a good parent was. But deep inside of me, the love part knew and could see that he was physically in pain from the way his eyes looked, the way his body moved, the way he was cowering in corners and terrified of me, even though I was just telling him to do normal things like sit at the table. When I coach parents, this comes up over and over again, and it's where they get stuck because, for example, like my kid won't do homework. And when we're trying to let go of that demand, they keep saying, but they have to do homework. And then we go underneath that, and it's coming from a place of fear. And what they're really afraid of is like, if my child doesn't do homework, then they won't pass the grade, then they won't get an education and graduate, then they won't have a career that pays them, and then they'll be alone and not be independent, right? It's 0 to 100. And I get that because that's where my head goes too. But when you can notice, like, okay, does the homework actually need to be done for their health and safety and well-being, truly? And what are you noticing in their body and spirit when you're trying to make them do it? And so are you choosing pushing the homework on them because society says you have to do it? Or are you choosing love, which is like, I care about your well-being more than you getting into college? And it's a hard decision, right? But that's why we have to come back to fear, love. Additionally, parents want to make their kids sit at the table. And then we go deeper. Okay, why? Why sit at the table? Well, because, that's what people do. Okay, but they're not eating and they're not talking to you. They can't engage. And then we go deeper. Oh, but we want to be a connected family and eat healthy food. Okay, but what if making them sit at the table is actually undermining that capacity because their nervous system is so activated? But when parents get stuck is when they keep choosing fear of like, I'm afraid of what people will think of me. I'm afraid my kid will never eat healthy I'm afraid they'll get addicted to screens if I let them, right? But if you can choose love in the moment, you will make progress.